yesterday cut around 3 grain truckloads and then about 900 bushel in the Mac, and went till about 8 o'clock last night. Beans were cutting good, so we kept going and wanted to get that 40 acre done, and I figured I did that. I'm on an angle, but I'm into the 80 some on the back, so I figured right around 40-ish acres, but then I cut the end row off front up by the road, so figured around 40-45 acres. So we figured up it's doing 60 plus, so hopefully we can get some more beans cut today. The dude, well, it almost frosted last night. It got down to 36, I think it was, but letting the truck warm up here, build up some air, and then we'll get this load dumped. My uncle, he already got the auger and everything set up from yesterday, so I don't have to do any of that. So we'll get this thing back down there and start unloading. Some stuff situated this morning. Now in the tractor and finisher, gonna try planting some wheat. It's on the wetter side, the ground, as you can see how dark it is. It's a little wet, but it's not horrible. Usually we disc it instead of soil finish it, but now that we got this 9770, chops up the stems a lot more on the bean stubble and spreads it a little bit better than the old 9600 did. So well, last year was our first year, was at 9770, and we didn't have everything set right. We didn't have the knives in all the way on the in the back there, so it wasn't chopping it up like we wanted it to. So last year we had to use the disc, but so far, I mean, it's turning out pretty good. It's gone through the finisher no problem. Usually it'll ball up if the stems are too long, but this combine chops them up more and spreads them out a lot thinner. So far, I mean, it's looking good, so we're gonna keep running it. I'm just running it now because my dad and uncle are getting some stuff situated at home, and then my dad, I'd assume, would probably run it, or maybe my brother's gonna run this, and then they gotta get the 7120 and the drill out. It's up at the neighbors right there, so, and homes right over there. So we don't have, not too far, but we just gotta get everything situated, which the 7120 still has the disc on it from, I don't remember what the disc lasts, but it's on it anyways, and all I gotta do is unhook it and then hook up to the drill, which is, well, I guess I gotta pull out the auger wagon and get the drill behind it. So they got a little bit of stuff to move around, but I'm just gonna keep working here. Not sure, the combine's right there. I don't know, now it's starting to cloud up, so, and it almost frosted last, well, my uncle said it did frost on his truck when he came over, so it's still, the grass is a little damp this morning, so I don't know if I'll be able to cut beans anytime soon, but do have a decent breeze. Grass is blowing and corn is, so hopefully we'll be able to cut some beans here. I'd like to get the 80 acres done over here today, and then tomorrow afternoon, I think 2-3 o'clock, they got rain, but we want to move over to the neighbors here, which is another 120, so hopefully we can get some of this stuff done. But I'll just keep working ground here and see how much we can get done. Well, not a very good start to the day. Only made a round and a half and heading back towards the other end here, and one of the bearings went out of the beaters in the back of the finisher there and locked up, so I gotta go up to the house and grab my truck and grab a bearing and get this changed. Gonna have to probably walk up there, which ain't too far, but my dad and uncle, I'd assume, are over there because the shed doors are open, so they're trying to get the drill and auger wagon and all that stuff moved. So I'm not gonna bother them, and probably only take me a little bit to walk up anyways, and it never hurts to get a little exercise. So I'll just walk up there, grab my truck, and I think we got some bearings left, I hope anyways. If not, not too sure what we're gonna have to do, but I'm pretty sure we got some, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I'll get up there, grab that, and get this changed and get back at it. As you can see, it's not quite supposed to be like that, and it's locked up, so we'll get this changed here real quick and get back at it. Brand new shiny bearing, slightly used bearing. I got the finisher put back together, and my dad came to run that, and I'm back out here in the combine here. Got the one end row on the 80 opened up, coming back doing the that'd be the 40 I just finished. Already got 3/4 of a hopper. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to the end or not. It'll be awfully close, but my dad, he's gonna grab the grain truck and bring it down here so I don't have to run all the way up right there. So he's gonna bring that. He's running the finisher, so he said once he gets up by the road, he'll come bring the truck down here to me so I can keep going. And so far everything's been going good, minus that bearing going out of the roller on the, or crumbler on the finisher, but that happened, so not too big of a deal. But got that changed, got him going. my uncle went to go get some wheat from our seed dealer. Him and my brother are filling up the drill. They should be about heading over here if he's not here yet, so he should about be here by now, and hopefully get at least some of this wheat planted before the rain tomorrow, or yeah, I think tomorrow night now. So hopefully we can get some wheat planted, and be nice to get this whole 120 done, but I don't know if quite get that done or not, because we got well, my dad's got about half of the 20 acres done, or 40 acres. He got 20 acres done, and my uncle, he hasn't started yet, so that takes a little while to drill, because it's only a 15-foot drill, so running 6 miles an hour takes a little bit to get something done. But if we have 2 good days, which we only got really about a little over a day, so if we go late enough at night, we should be able to get this 120 done, which is what we're hoping for. But we'll see how long the rain can hold off. But I'm just about up to the end here, and my dad's right there, so he'll jump in the truck up there, bring it down here, and we'll keep going. Still at it here. Beans are doing pretty good so far. My uncle had 2 grain truckloads he's got unloaded so far, and I got a full combine hopper in the Mac, so doing pretty good. He's hauling another load home right now, and my brother, he was working ground. He's got the tractor parked up there, but he's got the 40 acres done, and my dad's right there drilling the wheat. He's got, I don't know, about 15 acres done, it looks like. But so far everything's been going good. These beans here, this is low ground, and as you can see, they kind of fell down, but these beans are doing really good. And only problem is trying to pick them up off the ground, because they almost flat, but run the reel out a little bit farther, and usually can get them standing back up a little bit more and get them into the combine. But almost done on behind the house here. Then we'll be into longer rounds again, but as you can see, you can't see much in front. The house ends right there, and then we'll be back into long rounds, and then I gotta do along the road there, and then we'll be into the last part of this, and it's all square, so pretty easy going from here on out. But everything's been going good, haven't had any problems, which is always good. So we're just gonna keep going and get this stuff knocked out. Jumping. Almost got out of this low ground down in here, and these beans are doing really good. But the only problem is they're laying all that away, so it's kind of hard to scoop them up. I got the reel quite a ways out, and it's down quite a ways, hopefully to try to pull them back up, which looks like I'm getting most of them, but you can still see some of them every once in a while. It just cuts off the top, so not really getting them all, but getting all I can anyways. And they're on the monitor anyways, they're averaging around 70 bushel the acre, which is really good for this year anyways. And the hills though, they're kind of, I mean, about 30 to 40 bushel is doing good, and they're pretty thin. But for this year, I mean, we've taken what we can get, because it's awfully dry, and they didn't have enough water when they growing and potting and all that, so the hills are really short, and not too many beans on a pod, or pods on a bean stem. But for the most part, I mean, we're pretty happy with them. As you can see, these are pretty good beans, and this is more so on a kind of a side hill. But over there, they weren't too good, but then all the low ground, they're really good. So they're still gonna average halfway decent, but there are some spots of white mold, and those spots are hurt pretty bad. But it's not too bad for most guys. We heard a lot of fields had white mold in them really bad, and their averages went way down. But ours, we haven't seen, or I haven't seen too much out here. There's just little spots, I don't know, about the size of a small car, so they're not horrible, but they definitely could have been better. But for this year, we're gonna take them. And my uncle, he should be coming back here pretty soon. I still got the hopper bottom here, and the back of it's about full. Well, it probably is full. And I think he's gotten 3 trucks so far, and now this hopper, it's about full. So we'll wait for him to get here and get him filled back up and keep cutting these beans. Well, finally got some lunch at 5 o'clock. Girlfriend and mom brought it, and giving my dad some lunch too, so we can keep on going. But hopefully I can get this 80 done tonight. Gotta go to that corn, you can barely see it over there, and cutting on an angle here, so this is kind of the closer end. But I'm hoping to finish it all up tonight and get moved to the neighbors, which is just right across the road there, and hopefully get some of that done tomorrow. But it sounds like it's gonna be cloudy and just not a very good day to cut beans, but we're still gonna try. So but I'm just gonna keep going here and try getting this stuff knocked out. Camera doesn't do it justice, but got a really nice sunset. Big red and orange sun, that's for sure, and definitely looks cool. But so far beans aren't doing too bad still. They're actually doing better over this way I get. There's not any bad spots anyway, so that's always good. Don't have too much more in this field. Hopefully get it done here the next hopefully 2 hours, which I would think I should be able to. But my uncle, he had to get seed for my dad, and so he had to go do that. Well, it got truck loaded, and the Mack, it's almost full too, so I don't know if he'll make it back in time before I need to dump in it or not. But hopefully he gets back soon and get that emptied. So we'll just keep going here and get this stuff knocked out. Well, I got pretty lucky here. Got this high dam thing here, and good rock saver, so didn't get to run that into the machine, so that's always good. So we'll keep going now and hopefully get this field done. Well, got all done cutting beans, the 120 anyways. If my math is correct, we should have this field should have averaged around 60 to 65 bushel the acre, which ain't bad. Had a couple bad spots through the field, but nothing major. Most of it was halfway decent for the year, so we were pretty happy with it. Got the semi right there, it's full, and then the grain truck's somewhere down there. But my dad, he's still going, he's right there, he's still drilling wheat, and then my uncle's somewhere back there working the ground ahead of them. So they're just gonna go a little bit longer, and then they're gonna fill up one more time with wheat, and then call it a night, because it's 8:30 now. So Beans were getting a little tough, but just wanted to get them done, so we just kept going. So everything's done in this field, so now tomorrow we'll jump across the road, get into that field, and it's a 60-ish on the one side and 55 or something like that on the other side. So hopefully tomorrow we can get at least the one side done before the rain, because the rain's supposed to come 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So hopefully we can get moved over there and get that done. But right now we're gonna take that Mac home and call her a night. So this morning we already had straw guys come for that solar panels. They came this morning, got 200, a little over 200 bales of straw. Got them loaded up. Then my dad, he took off to go drill in some wheat, hopefully get that done today. And my brother, mom, and uncle milked. And now I'm in the skid loader here. My dad started the TMR, and then the straw guys came, so then he stopped and helped me load him up, and then he took off. So I gotta do the TMR here this morning. He got the hay and gluten in, but now I gotta get the sedan grass here and the corn silage put in here. So we'll go grab the TMR and set it over here. That way we can just dump and get this done with. uncle just dropped me off in the grain truck. My dad's back there drilling, and my brother's there working ground. Gonna jump over to the neighbors here, just right across the road here. Try to get that one field done. My dad wanted me to go to our other piece. I think it's about a 30-ish acre piece. He wanted me to get that done. That way we want to put wheat on that, but with rain coming at about 4 o'clock today, we're not going to be able to get all that wheat in, because he's still got good 40 acres here anyways, probably, and it do roughly 10 acres the hour drilling, so it's already 10:30, so by the time get this field done and try getting that done, it probably won't end up too good. So we're just gonna try getting as many beans out as we can, because with rain coming, beans don't like rain too much when they're done. So hopefully we can get this field done and get that done and get everything moved home before the rain. So we're just gonna hop across the road here and start cutting those beans. So I got this field pretty well opened up, made a round and a half over here. I got a round and a half on each end here, and then I just made one pass up along. There's a lane that goes up to the shed up there, but did all that. I got a truckload off here, and then I went home with my uncle to finish out that medium-sized grain bin. Got it full of beans from the 120, and then we only put about 400 bushel from this piece in there. So did pretty good off that other stuff anyways, and had to move into the small bin to put all this stuff in. I'll put some of it in. So it's already 1:45 now, so just had to do a bunch of jockeying around and stuff, so not quite what I wanted to do, but my dad and brother are still putting in weeds, so they couldn't help, so I had to stop cutting beans to help my uncle. So, and now I was just pulling out of the driveway with the semi, and our electrician, he came, he wants help pulling wires through, and so I gotta see if my uncle can help him in between loads. So it's just a busy day trying to beat the rain, and they keep pushing the rain back, which is good, because we don't want rain right now. But it'd be nice to have another at least 4 days to get everything, all the beans combined anyways, because corn's a little more forgiving in wet conditions than beans. So, but it is what it is, so we're just gonna keep going and hope for the best. But I'll keep you guys updated as I go along here. So I got 2 truckloads off this piece so far, and about half the hopper's full. But as you can see, there's that little strip of green in there. There's a swale that comes out of there and wraps around, kind of a horseshoe, and goes back down in there. That beans were still green all through there. Then you'll get into spots like this where it's just nothing here, and drop down to about 30 bushels the acre. But then you get in like this good stuff here, it'll get up to like 70s. So everything's all over the place in this field, which it's some good ground, it's just some tiling issues, and it just older tile and it needs more tile. But for the most part, we're actually pretty happy with this, the yields coming out of here, if it stays up like they're doing, because up by the road and the far end row, there was absolutely nothing there. It just, I guess, got too dry or something for it, or I don't think it would have gotten too wet. But this year it was weird, because if you got too much rain in at one time, the wet spots still drowned it out, even though we were way too dry. So it was weird how it went, but so far we're pretty happy with them, but like I said, it's just get spots like this where it's just bare, and then you'll get up into a spot where it's really good, and it doesn't make any sense where the beans are good and not good, because one low spot the beans are fantastic, and then the next one there's nothing there. So I don't get it, but this year it doesn't make much sense for crops anyway, so not really a surprise. But we're hoping to get most of this done tonight, or before the rain I should say. As you can see, the clouds are starting to move in here, so not sure how much longer we'll have, because it's already 3 o'clock. So I think they got rain starting, they had it at 4 o'clock, now they pushed it back to 5 o'clock, so hopefully it holds off enough to where we can at least get most of this, if not all of this field done. But it's not looking too promising, but we'll see. But I'll just keep pushing here and see what we can get done. At least it is nice to be able to pull the truck out in the field this fall. Being that it's this dry, we can pull them out here. We did get that 1 8/10 or whatever that was a few days ago, and it's still plenty dry, so we're pretty happy with it. But I'll get this unloaded and keep cutting. Dumping. So we didn't quite get done with the beans we wanted to. Still had about 10 acres, but started raining and didn't get too tough, but with the rain and everything, it just makes everything so sticky, and so we just decided to pack everything up and get everything inside before it does rain too much here. But getting the head off, blew the combine off a little bit, just so we can put it inside, and hopefully the mice don't get into it too bad, or any really. But yeah, we'll just get this off and get heading on home here.
Got the hay head cleaned up, well, blown off here anyways, but gonna put it in the shed here. So gonna take this netting off so don't poke a hole in it, and then pick up with the skid steer. Yeah, we got a 1 4/10 is what the rain gauge said, but we got water stand and moved the 3 calves that were there this morning. We put them in the big hut because they were, well, the back 2 weren't too bad, but the 3rd one, it got pretty wet in the back. But it's kind of sloped back here. Water, it's not really the level is because we got water standing here, but this would be the outside of the pen where the water is. But we bedded down the calves this morning, so they're dry for the most part anyways, but just gotta keep them dry to keep them from getting sick. And now that it's getting cooler out, usually get a few more problems, but so far everyone's doing good. But Yeah, here's the 3 we moved this morning, which they're outside the pen here. It's a little wet, which this sand, it's real soft. It's like soup, but their hut's dry anyways, which these 2 are the steers, and then Jesse is the black heifer there, which we usually try to keep heifers with heifers and the boys with the boys, but we only had 3 to move right now, so just figured keep these 3 together. So gotta get some other stuff done here, so hopefully it dries up a little bit, goes from too dry to too wet.